Alright, I'm going to start this video getting scratch out. I'll explain the purpose of this video in a minute. Those are all blanks.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
All right, let's go down here and let's talk.
Good boy.
Scratch has never done gunfire before. All right, this is just a pup doing some rag work he's done. And a little whip cracking he's done, but he's never done the gunfire. But the purpose of this video is to discuss canine protection training in general versus sport work. You know, we have MMA, which stands for mixed martial arts, and really with so many of the protection sports out there, you would think some of them would be more realistic than they are, but and people are going to be like, oh, that's insulting. But it's also true. You know, the way we rank the value of a good dog in protection sports sets us up for failure on the street far too often. Name one martial arts where a person should do like Rocky Balboa and come in with their head forward and chin out. Come on, come on, what you got? There isn't a martial arts that tells you to take a punch, okay? But yet, the way we value and rank our dogs' success in sports does just that. We want to see a dog go right in the pocket, stay in the pocket, and have the commitment. And yes, we all admire the Rocky Balboa spirit. But that's a way to, hey, settle down. Settle down. He wants to work, man. Good boy. That's the way we evaluate. Go ahead, go play. He wants to go get that bite work. See, this dog's got a lot of prey drive. But what's the matter with you, buddy? Come on. He's looking for that bite work. He wants to do some bite work. I want a dog that wants to engage. What you want? I want a dog that wants to engage. You can see this dog's energy. He wants to engage. He's going down to the pond, exploring, coming back wanting to do more work, looking for the tug item. He's wanting to kill something, you know, hunt. That's great. But why in the world do trainers forget that the agenda of protection is to impose one's will on one's opponent without getting hurt in the process? Where are you most likely to get hurt? You're most likely to get hurt when you're in the pocket, okay? That's why no mixed martial arts on the planet says go in with your hands behind your back and stick your chin out. You know, one of the most effective ways in martial arts is to take your opponent's back. And yet in canine sports, where we are ranking the dog's abilities, we want to see the dog stay in the front, right square in the front. And the reason we do that is because that's a display of great confidence. This is something that breeders should seek out, is a lot of confidence. But trainers, for protection, you know, we should have the dog target an area that doesn't make the dog vulnerable. Hey, boy. don't video that. All right, this dog is so excited. Man, he just wants to dominate something. Come here, buddy. All right, he wants to spend some energy on something here. You know, little bad boy. Hey, buddy. Hey. Well, I know I just let you out. I just let you out. Yes, I did. Okay, yes, I did. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of forget where I am, so excuse me if I repeat myself. But, you know, trainers should want to teach the dog to engage without getting hurt. But because sports value the dog in the front and center, they train dogs to stay front and center. And you might think, well, how do they do that? It's actually not that hard. You know, I tried to explain this to people before. When a dog circles around behind you and is doing decoy work, when you're doing decoy work, it's the dog's natural way of staying out of harm's way. You know, yeah, so that is a sign of concern when a dog wants to stay around behind you. Why do they do that though if they're concerned? The reason is because behind you is a safe zone. They don't get hurt there. So, and this is the same thing in martial arts. In martial arts, you know, grappling and things, they try to take the opponent's back because that's a safe zone where you can impose your will on your opponent without getting damaged in the process. That's the goal of a fight, martial arts. Why do we not do that in K9 martial arts? You know, I think K9 martial arts sounds a little corny. So, you know, I've oftentimes thought, you know, we need a better sport for protection work. But nobody invents one for the street applications. They invent one where the dog displays confidence and stays front and center. And in the pursuit of displaying confidence, so many people, and there are trainers that do this. You don't have to believe me. I know. There are trainers that when the dog goes around the back, they will actually discipline and correct the dog and teach the dog that being in the pocket is safe in order to get points and to make the dog look like it is confident enough to engage head to head, when really that dog has been deceived in its training to learn that the pocket is the safe zone. Now you go out in a sport and they take a padded stick or something and they drive the dog, but the dog's just playing a game. It's not real protection work. And the dog knows that there are rules in sports where it will never get hurt, you know, depending on how the training is done again. So why not teach a dog, or as a breeder, try to produce a dog that will fight anywhere. Front pocket, back side, back, whatever. Confident everywhere. That's what a breeder should want. That's what a handler should want. But then a trainer should teach that dog to engage in ways that it doesn't actually get hurt. You know, that way it can serve its family for a long time. And if it ever has to engage in real life, it's less likely to get injured in the process. Now, when I named our dogs American Sentinels, I was very selective about that name. You know, I actually tried to shy away from the band dog term in general because there's so many people out there parasiting off the legacy of the band dog. The band dog is supposed to be a dog that engages man or beast, and that legacy is very strong in the history. But as a result of that legacy, people are just crossbreeding dogs and calling them a band dog when they have no right to that name because they've never actually done any protection work or catch work. So we selected the name American Sentinel. A sentinel is a guardian. The hog catch work that we do is secondary. Our primary objective is protection work. And anyway, I just wanted to share a few thoughts. And you know, we try to breed good dogs. And you know, if there is ever going to be a good K9 martial arts out there, what would I name it if I was in charge? I'd probably name it like Sentinel K9 certification or something like that. Because I think, you know, K9 martial arts sounds a little corny. But maybe not. Maybe that is what we really need to do. And as trainers, we fake it for points. And we've forgotten why people get these dogs. They get dogs, protection dogs, to protect their property and to protect their loved ones. So why not teach the dog to be effective in that regard instead? Anyway, Lee Robinson from American Sentinel K9. Have a nice day.